G'day mate, Colby here, and today I'm bringing you guys a bit of a different video. With Team of the Season being here, I know everyone is full sweat mode in Rivals and Champs, and you guys are trying to work your coins in the best way you can so that your team can be able to compete, grind out those wins, get those red player picks, or just find life a little bit easier in Rivals doing the challenges. So today I want to talk you through the best players for each position and then go and look at a few squads that I've built using different budgets as well, 300k, a million, depending on kind of what you're working with at this point in the game cycle. So first and foremost, if you've never been on Futbin before, it's a really good website to go and see kind of what players are best in what positions, to see what the prices are currently in the market, and when it's best to sell and trade and all the rest. And I can talk to you guys in the comments below. If you need any support when it comes to trading and selling and stuff, comment below. I respond to every single comment and all my social media and YouTube. So yeah, just get your comments down there. Starting off with, we're going to look at the goalkeeper position. Ter Stegen's been by far the most popular player this year. You can see that he's got like 5,000 votes in popular. Massive in-game stats, saves with feet, gets a lot of good links to Barca players. You're really looking at either having Ter Stegen, your icon in Edwin van der Sar is your best to link with, or De Gea. Pope's SBC, I believe, is now expired with his 5-star skills. Bit of a fun one. But Ter Stegen's going to feature in a lot of teams, and so too Edwin van der Sar. Personally, I've played with all the Van der Sars this year, and I really prefer the Van der Sar with high handling and great attacking positioning. So I prefer his prime over the 89 rated, but Van der Sar and Edwin and Ter Stegen are the two big ones for me. Looking into the left backs, I've got two tabs set up here. So one with the most liked in order of popularity by the Futbin or FIFA community, and then also next up the one that has the most in-game stats. Now, just because they have in-game stats like Christian Fuchs doesn't mean that they're the best player for you in that position. Fuchs has really high in-game stats, but when you actually break it down into the really key things like defensive positioning, vision, short pass, long pass, composure, lots of stuff, he actually is lacking when it comes to the real meta of the game. And you'll find that Fuchs doesn't actually make it into my squads. And also it's an SBC, which is now expired. Mendy has been used by people forever. And I just want to talk about left backs and right backs. When pro players set up their teams, they will spend the least amount of money on their left backs and right backs. As long as your left back and right back can pass, is fast, has good vision, good composure, they're fine. Mendy and Smedu have been in the pros teams up until about 2 months ago. And now they're kind of starting to drift out as there's all these different SBCs. Sandro and Tellez has quite a few good variants. Robertson has a team of the season and all sorts. So just, yeah, when it comes to left backs and right backs, I would definitely spend the least amount of money there. You want to be strong through the center of the park, and obviously those attackers are what's going to bring you goals. So like Smedu and Babu, big ones. This Ramos card, even though it's $500,000, he's worth every penny. He can pay center back, right back. Absolutely love that card. And this Nelson here at 330 is still a bit of a steal. Obviously, team of the season about to sweep through, and he's like, he won't be as worth it. But for now, a good pull. As you look at the total in-game stats, Alexander-Arnold, Zambrota is a big one because of his 5-star weak foot. A lot of people using Ramos. Ramos is really good aggression. Lala, the Rafael that came out, another good one there. But I don't really rate Carlos Alberto Torres for that price tag. I think he'd be better off going for some of these other cheaper options. He's a bit overpriced. So next up, we then move into the centre-back position. Diego Carlos has been loved by many this year. His player's card constantly upgrades his UEL live SBC until the Rona hit and we all got locked down. I've got that card personally on the RTG. I don't love him as much as many people do. I would happily take Long Lei underneath him before that. I've played a bunch of games with Halloween SBC, PK as well, very good card. For me, there is no better centre-back in this game this year than Virgil van Dijk. He is a monster. Varane, another good call. This Boateng is good value at 367. But he won't be as good value as more team of the season cards came out. And I've got a bit of a team of the season gem for you that you'll see in a little moment's time. When it comes to having total in-game stats, you can see Van Dijk's team of the year up there. Koeman is a monster. We have him on the RTG as well. And we've got this 88 rated version here. He's really, really, really good. I've played with David Alaba. I like his card a lot. At 200k, I think you're better off investing in a Koeman and a regular Van Dijk. But I do like him. I'm sad that I didn't do David Luiz because I know how good he is. but I didn't have 500,000 at the time on the RTG, so roll with what you got. This hero, this 86 rated card was a pretty good value icon swap. As we progress up the field, Sissoko, a lot of people have raved about him. He's got 9,000 votes in popularity. I didn't like him as much. That's just my playstyle. I'm a real heavy passing and turn dribbler in the center of the park. He didn't really fit me. Kante's card I absolutely love, but I didn't love Sissoko as much. Royce is really, really good value still, even at this point in the game. Arturo Vidal's card I can't speak more highly of, and I know that I've even talked to Boris Legend, who is like a Red Bull pro player, really cool guy, and he absolutely loves Vidal's card, and Vidal's even got an improved SBC on that. Frankie de Jong, KDB, really good value cards. As I said, there are going to be some teams at the end of this video that I've made using these cards. I spent a while putting them together, and I want to challenge you to see if you can beat my teams. And of course, these are the real big time stat boys. So KDB and Kante. I used this Calvin Phillips today. I enjoyed him, but I don't think he's anywhere near worth this price tag where you can get someone like, even this flashback. Shapeshifters, David Luiz. I digress. So there's lots and lots of really good players you can get there. There's that Vidal flashback version there, 400k, far better value in my opinion than Calvin Phillips. But we move on. So your left mids, big time players here. Mane, best. For me, Nedved with his 5-star weak foot is exceptional. I don't like this Orsic card. I've used him a bunch. Felipe Anderson, I played against this card today. It was very, very, very nice. Stoichkov. Lamar is an absolute steal at 75k with a 5-star weak foot. He 89 pace, but he feels sharp. He turns quick. He's really nice. This Leroy Sané, if you're someone who bombs down the right-hand sides and tries to do the cutback meta, that Sané card is super quick. And if you've been watching the Wheel of Foot 20, you know how good that Guerrero card is. And then these are your more popular these are the unpopular left mids. I need to flick that around and show you guys who's super popular. So Neymar Jr., what a gold card. If you've invested in one gold card this year, other than Virgil van Dijk, Neymar is that man for you. God, he is good. Best money you can spend pound for pound in game. 100%. Like, I put my mortgage on that. Neymar is, he's top draw at 387k. What a steal. And his price is only going to come down. Neymar is so good. If you can get anyone into your team, Neymar, obviously Kent's SBC is expired. And if you didn't do Kent this year, then you missed a trick. I love my Kent on the RTG. Right mids, Lionel Messi. The game was designed around him. When you look at the meta this year, there is no player that has agility, balance, and reactions, ball control, the dribbling stat, compared to him. He can turn on a dime, and he's got that great finesse outside the box shot. Messi is really good this year. And move him into the center of the field. He's wasted out on the right. He does that attack. This Bernardo Silva SBC was nice. And then when it comes to the big time stat guys, you've got the Shapeshifter and his highest version in Ben Yedder out on the right wing. But when it comes to big time stats, there's this Bale card doesn't really get looked at with the 5-star weak foot. A nice addition, but pretty costly. And then Eduardo Salvio at 314k and the S1 flashback. So there's a few there. George Best, very hard to tackle. But when it comes to the strikers with the most enjoyment out of players, this Vardy one was a cheapo, but Son, Mbappe, Ben Yedder, Ronaldo, Griezmann are still a very good shout to complete SBCs. And then like Lucas and stuff is probably not as effective, and still Ben Yedder does bits. And Aguero at 40k, he's a beast. And then when you come to just having a massive budget, like 8 million for Hullet, Pele, Mbappe, like these guys are going to be pretty expensive when it comes to massive stats. Atal sneaking in there with a 5-star weak foot at 410k. Probably one of the cheapest ones on this particular page. And at 305k, Lewandowski, 94 rated as well, who not many people will go near. So I challenged myself. I thought, what sort of budget would you guys have at this point in the game? And I felt like every year at Team of the Year, or Team of the Season, Team of the Season so far, Team of the Season we're at now. I usually get around at the 300, 500k mark and sit there if you're not buying FIFA points and stuff. Just you kind of get sucked into SBCs and things. So I thought at 300k, I tried to make a team that could do the business. And I thought, all right, I want to try and get a few 5-star weak foot players in there. I want a player that can really dog it in the center of the park and track back and win tackles. De Jong's got the dribbling, the passing. Griezmann can finish, he can turn on a dime. I've got two strong centre backs, a keeper that saves with feet and gets good chemistry to 10 chem, and then these two left and right backs. At 300k, I thought that was probably the best team that you could make for 300k. I looked at maybe doing like the CONMEBOL, CONCACAF. There's a lot of like high status players there, but I stuck to the major leagues. I know that you guys might have some cards that just slot in there perfectly, some SBCs and things. A lot of the really good Bundesliga players are SBC cards. So I try to get cards that you could buy off the market. So that was my 300k team. If you think you can beat that team, comment below or send it to me on Twitter, Instagram at Cobber, and I'll be happy to see if you can beat my 300k on Xbox team. When it came to a million coin team, I was like a couple of coins over, but this is my million coin team. A couple of dubious ones here. Fernandes, because that's his Portuguese version, but you can still buy him on the market. Dembele, a little bit outdated at this point in the game. This is the inform Ben Yedder. Maybe you might want to swap out and get like the basic Ben Yedder and then throw up a different right mid from the Premier League, or there is the blue winter refresh Cornet 5-star weak foot that you could maybe put up there, but he wouldn't get as good chemistry. You can play with this a bit. You could bring in a different right back from the Premier League. I'm a big fan of Aaron's. I played with this Pepe today. He is a monster, and he's like 38k. He's so good. That's the reason why I've got this little triangle here. I can't believe how good this Pepe is. I would love to pick him up for sure, and get him in there with some icons. There's all different versions of Tellez. You're probably worthwhile getting the cheaper Ben Yedder and then getting the more expensive Tellez as second in form here. Million coins, a lot of different things you could do, but these two here, so good. These three in here, rock solid. I've got another million coin team as well, so different kind of vibe. Got Ferdinand in here to really solid, like to have that more just presence in there, and also the potential to link with an icon. I think this Aaron's card's awesome. He has all the stats you want. Bit of a Salah, Son, 5-star weak foot. Lamar, a great value for money, 75k, 5-star weak foot. Kante, Griezmann, probably a bit more of a balanced side in the 4-4-2 than the other one, but you lose out on that Mbappe, Neymar threat. If you think you can make a way better million coin team than me, then I'd love to see it. I put about 15 minutes, 20 minutes thought into this. You guys might have some big ones. No SBCs that have expired though. So if you're sending me your teams with your Ryan Kent in there and stuff like that, your Corona, they're expired. So you can't build that team if you got the game today, and I don't think that counts. And of course, the chemistry will go to 100 with loyalty and managers and stuff like that. And then when it comes to just like balling out with 50 million, if I could make one team in the game this year, I would have my 5-star weak foot, Eusebio and Ronaldo up top. Hullet is, another 5-star weak foot. Messi, what a card. Vieira, Ronaldinho, Carlos, Van Dijk, Van der Sar, Koeman, and then Ramos in here because I'm a big fan of this one. That's my 50 million. That's my dream team. If we were balling out the atmosphere with all the money in the bank. Let me know what your dream team would be on this FIFA, whether it's just to win and sweat out games, or maybe you've got a team that you'd want to make that was all your favorite players and stuff that's available. Who knows? So send me your squads. I hope you enjoyed this different sort of video. Hopefully you agreed with most of it. But that's all from me, guys. Thanks for all the support on the channel. We've been doing thousands of views a day lately, which is really, really cool. Hit sub if you're enjoying the content. And yeah, until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.